when the kids find out about it, that's why they're up there. That's why they're climbing heads to sing along, because they want to be a part of it.
Shifting through the lines you reap, into controls like mindless shape. So many of them are surrendered control, never questioning what you sold. Choosing to believe all that they read, rid of the false truths, blacks and critics screens. Listen to disbelief with an open mind, controlling media, the true crime.
Yeah, might have threat back in the day, singer Ian McKay. I think it was at one of his shows, the way I got told or read up on stuff, he said he was just at the merch table doing some posters, or they were at home doing some flyers for some shows, and he looked at a ruler, and he picked up a ruler, and he's like, oh, like the straightness of the ruler describes the way he lived his life. Like he lived it along the line of drug and alcohol free, clean and clear, doing it for himself, going against the grain, living what he believed was the right thing, sort of that. And so from that, he wrote the song Straight Edge, and that was pretty much before that. There was people that didn't drink and do drugs that would come to shows, but there wasn't really like the name Straight Edge. Back in the day, 3X's were like no drugs and alcohol as one, no promiscuous sex, no sleeping around, no just disrespect your women as not equals, and then the third X was no meat. Well, I got into it when I was young, I grew up in the beach culture at Bondi, and I was all for drinking and going out and going to clubs for a real young age. Like you'd always get the older boys drinking and at the after parties for the board riders and all that kind of stuff. But then it sort of dawned on me, like just seeing the way other people were choosing and sort of choices in my life. I think maybe I made some bad decisions due to maybe girls, school, getting in trouble with the police, all that kind of stuff. And I sort of looked at my life and I'm like, well, like definitely some other people in my family do a lot more drinking, and it's definitely changed their life down the track, like marriages and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, well, maybe if I could sort of peel away from it and sort of break the trend, maybe I might be able to change it, see what happens, and straighten my life out a bit more. And yeah, ever since I found out about it, I researched it exactly, just looked on the net, searched it, found some bands, listened to the lyrics, read the lyrics, and I yeah, really reached out to me and I was real happy with it. Well, also they got the X's on their hands from back in the day in shows overseas. There used to be underage kids when you go to a show, at a licensed all ages show. Since there was drinking at the venue, they'd get young kids that put a massive black X on their hand, and that meant you were underage and you couldn't drink. So then the straight edge community has pretty much adopted that, and that's just the symbol. Like an X on the back of your hand symbolises a straight edge lifestyle. I didn't find out about it for like me as like an older guy in the scene now. Like I'm still only 23, and young kids that come to shows now, that definitely broaden their horizons about straight edge, about hardcore, about all this other stuff, like a second community that or a support network that I never found out for until I was like 18, like 17, 18. These kids are 13, 14-year-old kids come to shows. I see it so much better. They're the kids you got to reach out to and help. We grew up in a society where your dad would come home from work, get a beer out of the fridge, relax and have the beer, and it looked like he was enjoying himself because he was having the beer, not because it's good to be home, he feels good to be home. Like he was relaxed with the beer. The mum would come home from work, have a glass of wine and a cigarette and relax out. That would make her relax. So generations down the line, we see that as like, well, we're Aussie kids. When you come home, you've got to have a beer to be relaxed. And it's just the way everyone looks at us. So all these young kids at the age of 14, 15 down at the skate park seeing the older boys sipping on long necks on a Sunday afternoon, and they're like, hey, I can wait till I'm 18 or I can start that now. Like they do it, why not? You know what I mean? It's sort of, they need to be shown that there's other options, other things out there. I've been edged for 5 years now. I drank strong for like 3-4 years straight at the age of 14, 15 to 18 years old. I've been to some of the best house parties. I've done some crazy stuff, dumb stuff, good stuff, best memories, and I think I've left that behind. I've definitely moved on, and I can definitely see myself being straight probably for the rest of my life. I don't see myself changing anytime soon.
Shut your mouth! This is all fear and what you speak. So they say try to bring us down. The Lord will I stand by you.